Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, welcome to another episode of the Sidewalk Saint, watching another video from my dashboard. So I apologize, I'm doing everything on the go, but when I have something good to say that will make your day better hopefully, or help your life, then I must speak. So I'm going to speak now. So what's going on with everything? I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. So I wake up, there's a detour sign in front of my house, and there's a line of cars. I can barely even get out. Nobody wants to let me out, even though I live there. So up the street, there's more construction, and then on the other road, there's another detour. There's another detour near that detour, and there's a closed road right by that. So we all know the city is stupid. Everybody knows this. They've always been stupid. They've always been rude, and they don't really care what you want. But that's not the point of what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is this. If you think life is here to just hand you everything on a platter, then you got to change your mindset, because it's not. Life is here to challenge you, and more than ever right now, this is the most challenge you're going to see for your entire lifetime. This is the most challenge ever in the Earth's history, actually, if you want to get a little bit weird about it. Because right now we're moving into the time of Aquarius, and the energies have changed, and you know, people are getting together and breaking up and changing jobs and becoming other people, and you're pretty much becoming someone else is basically what's going on right now. But that was a little bit off track, but just to help you get an insight to what I'm talking about before I get to the main points. But the main point really being, life is here to test you, and the only way to pass the test is to realize that it's a test. You got to realize that it's a test, and you got to treat it, don't treat it so much like a test in class. Treat it more like a test to whether or not you can stay peaceful and stay happy in the midst of turmoil. That's kind of what it's like. So I very much apologize for, I know you know what I just did, and that was gross, but can't talk if I'm full of phlegm. So yeah, it's like that. It's like and then, you know, the challenges that come into your everyday, if you decide that they're mounting, then they are. It's a head game. It's not even a head game, it's a heart game. We'll call it a heart game, because once everybody disconnects their brains from the decision-making process, not the thought process. You need to let your heart process the thoughts, and then your brain can enact what the heart commands it to do. Because the brain is just a device, and your heart center is your everything. It's the center of your chakras. It's the center of your personal cosmos, if you want to call it that. It's the true, proper decision-making part of yourself. And, you know, people say someone's heart-centered, it means something. Just, you get that kind of person is someone that everybody likes, and if you don't like that person, then you're just being blindly led by your ego to try to knock someone that's centered out of balance, and it's not going to work. Like, I admit that I actually get pulled out of balance by myself. I don't know what that all is I'm working with, but you know, it's always a different story for everybody. So if your stories don't align with stuff you're hearing and nothing makes any sense that you watch on YouTube when you're looking for that good information, then don't feel bad. Just equate it the closest thing that you can, because the fact of the matter is, every experience is completely different. And that's the important thing to remember. You're not going to have the same experience as someone else. Never. It cannot be. In fact, if you want to get really weird, in the cosmos, it's utterly and literally impossible for the exact same thing to happen again, ever. Nothing can be the same ever. And that was how it was designed, and that's why that's why string theory is so confusing, because there has to be this many. It's actually infinitesimal. It's not trillions of timelines, it's infinitesimal. Like, every thought, every word, everything you do can change to any number of, just one thought can change a trillion timelines. It's that wild. So yeah. But don't get confused by it, because what it really is, and I'm going to give you guys this big information, so get ready. What it really is it has to be the possibility of infinity possibilities. Because otherwise you wouldn't have freedom. Does that make sense? You wouldn't have freedom if you couldn't do absolutely anything, no matter what it was, and anything absolutely could happen. Like literally, it's that wild. It goes that far down the rabbit hole. Because there'd be no way, if you didn't have that many infinitesimal choices and infinitesimal paths, then you wouldn't have 100% freedom. And that is what the universe wants for us, is total freedom. And this, my friends, is the planet, that the first 100% free choice planet ever, that succeeded as well as we did ever in the history of the cosmos. And what our job was here was to put together heaven and earth into one being. And yes, you are a earth angel. Earth angel, earth angel, will you be mine, Susie? I'm just kidding. Maybe I'm not. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. I just got started singing. Anyways, I'm a very sporadic person between channeling as I talk and getting this information. So I don't know anything I'm ever going to say when I start a video, by the way. I don't write anything down. All I have is a subject and I just start blabbing, and then so like certain people will just step up to the table and give me the information as I talk so that I can relay it to you. So yeah, there has to be unlimited possibilities to everything. It's not that there's that many different things that actually happen. It's just they have to be available to you. So you have complete and total freedom. Because that's what the Creator wants for you, because He loves you. Because it loves you unconditionally. It's a male and female energy. We're a reflection of the Creator's intention, right? So mother and father, the parents, the ones that want you to have a great life, the ones that love you no matter what you did, right? That's us reflecting it. So yeah. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna throw road flares in front of you, buddy, the whole time. People call people buddy. I had a really cool African American friend that I grew up with named Will, and he called everybody buddy, and I always thought that was so cool. So now I still call everybody buddy. God bless you, Will, wherever you're at now. He was an MF though, I won't lie, but I still liked him anyways, because he was like my soul brother. Like, even though he wasn't really that great of a guy, but he was silly and fun, and he was kind of my friend in school. So bless that guy wherever he's at. I hope he's doing good, because Will's a funny dude. So anyways, it's just gonna keep being things in front of you. And so until you can remain peaceful and move through events without letting the events become you and become your experience, then it's going to continue, and it's never going to stop, and it's going to get worse, and it's going to happen more often. So that's the thing you got to remember. They're just throwing roadblocks in front of you right and left. And if you see the roadblock and just float over it, or mole dig under it, or whatever, just go around it, you're like, or just don't even acknowledge it. Like, that's not a roadblock, and it just turns into dust. It's like, so, you know, and then you'll start to see as you get better at it that like you'll enact things, but there'll be no energy there. Like this morning I was pissed because the people got detoured down my road, and I have a little tiny road. It's barely even like a one lane, and there's all these cars going nuts in front of my house, and I'm ready to I'm like ready to throw a bicycle on somebody's hood and pull someone out of their car, but I'm not, and I didn't. I'm just saying, like, you need to see it. It's okay that it's there. It's okay that it's there. You have to acknowledge that it's okay that it's there, that thing is there. You got to see it and acknowledge it and let it be okay. Like, I was feeling that way, but I wasn't lending energy or becoming the experience that was trying to become me. It was trying to get me out on that road and get me messing with people. And you know, I've had a big problem on my street with this stuff already. And now they got half of Seattle going down my freaking street, and I'm not pumped. It's not good. I'm not into it. So yeah, you gotta take the experiences, learn how to, you want to stay rooted like a tree. Stay rooted like a tree. Stay centered. Stay centered like a God person, like a earth angel. Because you know, an angel's just gonna sit there and go, it's okay, and this too shall pass, like that. And the tree's just gonna sit there and wave in the wind. So you're gonna wave in the wind. the wind is blowing and blowing really hard and trying to storm on you, but you just relax and enjoy it. You know how the wind feels good sometimes, even when it's blowing hard. You're like, wow, this wind is so awesome. You know, you feel like that sometimes. You ever feel like that? I'm sure everyone has. It's like, so that's the difference. You're flipping your switch. You flip your switch to peaceful mode, to rooted mode, to centered mode, and just allow things to happen around you. And everybody around you is going to be like, what's up with this person? Why are they chilling in the middle of this thunderstorm? You know, like me, I went out on Maui one time, and there was literally a monsoon so bad that I could not see in front of me. I couldn't see anything in front of me. You know what I did? I went out and surfed for 2 hours. The best day of my life. Couldn't see a thing. I was just using my samurai surf powers. Samurai surf powers. I was like Samurai Jack on a surfboard, but I don't have a sword, so my sword was my heart. I was like, whoosh. It's like a light heart saber. I'm getting really silly. I'm sorry. But you get my point. Life is going to continue to throw hurdles in front of you. Things are going to continue to pop up, and they're only going to get worse until you step out of the box and watch that box from the outside like a TV. But except for you have control of the show. You have control of your show. Control your show. Decide what it's going to be. Take that big, super deep breath. Close your eyes and be peaceful. And just say, I'm going to let this pass. I'm just letting it pass. Just do it. Let it pass. And you'll get better and better at it. It won't be an immediate thing that you can just do. But it will become a thing that you can immediately just do. Over practice and time and patience and understanding. And through understanding and through patience and through time, only then will you be able to claim these abilities to just walk through everything and to stay peaceful and to you just don't become a part of anything that you don't like. Become part of things that you do like. I want you to. I implore you to. Go become part of that guy that you like. Go become part of that girl that you like. Go become part of that food that you like. Go become part of that ski slope that you love. Go become part of that skydiving. Go become part of all the things that can make you happy. And as you turn your attention to joyous and happy things, and so shall it become your life, my brothers and sisters, that you have happy and joyous things. And after a while, that's all you're going to have. That's it. Nothing else. So good for you. Go out there and have a happy and joyous life. Turn your attention to good things. Pay no attention to bad things. And you know, if something bad happens in your life, just do what I said. Step out of the box and see it. Don't become a part of it. Don't add emotions to it. Don't add anger and hatred to it. Don't add worriedness to it. Don't bother, because it's going to do what it's going to do. And you can either be peaceful while it happens and make it that much better, or you can be in turmoil while it happens and destroy your own life from the inside out. So take it easy, because it's all right. I love Roy Orbison. If you know who that is, Roy Orbison. He's going to be all right. Traveling Wilburys, yeah. It's gonna look up the song. It's all right. The Traveling Wilburys, beautiful, amazing, wonderful souls making music just for the purpose to make music. Because nowadays they don't. Now they only make music to program your brain to get them money. So that's why everybody hates music now. By the way, current music is pretty horrible. That's why people that make fresh DJ music, like my brother K2 God, he just made some music and it was amazing. Music that comes from the heart and the creative center is like a masterpiece no matter what you do, because there's channeled love and energy into that music. And that's the difference between a masterpiece and just a piece of art, is that somebody channeled their energy, their love, and pulled in channelings of artwork and greatness and beauty and put it into something. Anyways, that got way off track. So go claim your happiness. Pay attention to happy things and watch your life become happiness and happy things. Love you guys a lot. See you on the next one.